Hello everybody and welcome back to Yappers. I'm your middleist lesbian, Deval.
I'm Rosie, who is the third lesbian.
Wait. How are you the third one if I'm the one going third?
I don't know, because Deval said that they are the middleist lesbian.
I forgot to say my name. I'm Flora.
And we are the Yappers. Welcome back. We have decided to make this a static cast where it will be myself, Rosie, and Flora. Also, Flora, my wife, is here, and we are going to once again yap for your
My cat is also
entertainment.
here, so he might be.
Ah, yes, our special guest, Flora's cat.
Cats
Okay,
are always special guests.
exactly. So, first topic, a very important one that I know we've all been waiting for. The raccoon with the meth pipe.
Oh, God.
So,
The what?
there was
Oh, you haven't seen the raccoon with the milk pipe?
Oh, no! Okay, so let me just bring up grab the article real quick, because not only was there a video that went viral, but an article's written about it, and it is fantastic. Give me a sec. Where's the article? It's in here somewhere. Where is it? Where is it? Here we go. From NBC News. Ohio police find raccoon holding meth pipe during traffic stop.
So was the raccoon driving?
No, the raccoon will not be charged with drug possession.
But was he driving?
No. According to this, no. After an Ohio woman was placed under arrest during a traffic stop Monday, an officer returned to the vehicle to find the driver's seat occupied by a pet raccoon with a glass meth. I'm not going to say the full word. With a glass meth pipe in its. There you go. Pipe in its mouth, police said. The raccoon has a meth pipe, an officer is heard saying with a laugh on body cam video. That's evidence now. When the officer took the pipe away, the raccoon pulled out another.
A second meth pipe has hit the raccoon.
While our officers are trained to expect the unexpected, finding a raccoon holding a meth pipe is a first, the Springfield Township Police Department said. The raccoon, named Chewy, was unharmed. Officers confirmed that the driver had the proper paperwork and documents to own the raccoon in Ohio, where domestication is legal.
Oh my god. You surely heard everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to bother reading the rest because it's all gubbins, and we are, of course, all ACAB here. But the great thing is, Chewy is safe.
Oh my god.
Why is his name Chewy?
I don't know. Fucking Springfield, Ohio. I don't know what to tell you.
Of course it's Ohio.
Of course it's Ohio.
Yeah.
So, yeah, obviously, justice for Chewy. He did nothing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
We love Chewy around here. And yeah, just the fact that he could pull out a second meth pipe is insane to me. I love that.
Where did he pull it out from?
I guess it was just in another part of the car, right? Like, right?
Raccoons are way too smart.
They are.
I remember in the video, the lady tried to reach for the meth pipe to take it away from the raccoon, and they were like, "No, don't reach for it. It's evidence." And she was like, "Well, I don't want him to have it."
Yeah, we don't want our poor raccoons on meth.
Oh my god.
So yeah, that's a good opener. What has been happening? What has been happening in the world of Rosie?
Well, I got a new mic, so I'm very. My mic is falling over because my cat is stepping all over me. Yeah, I got a new mic and I'm very, very happy about that.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
And all I've been doing for like the last week is just like shiny hunting on Pokemon Sword Shield.
Yeah, you've been doing the bloody raid things, right?
Yeah, the Dynamax adventures, and I've
Yeah.
gotten I've gotten a few more shiny Pokemon since the last time I was like on here, so I'm very
Mhm.
pleased with myself.
It's good to hear. Good to hear. Let's
Mm.
see. What have I been up to this week? I started doing propaganda. Uh, you can find that
Let's
on Blue
go.
Sky.
That's when you get good look at something, right? Because you're British.
Yeah, exactly. Propaganda, innit?
Yeah.
Amongst other stuff on Blue Sky that I won't be discussing because that is yesterday's stuff. And yeah, just basically VTubing's in a bit of a fucking state.
Oh
When
boy,
isn't
howdy is it
it?
ever?
That's very true. But like,
Yeah.
oh god, I'm just gonna say it. Twitter is literally as bad or worse as like 4chan, 8chan, and all that. Like at this point, oh my god.
Oh yeah, it's been like it's actively getting worse, and it's like every time like I see a post, I'm like, oh, I should just go and check the replies. That is the devil in my head, and I should stop doing that because it's like a Nazi rally every time I
Oh,
go in there.
absolutely. I feel like even the devil will be like, wait, no, don't. What the fuck are you
Yeah,
doing?
yeah,
But yeah, it's Blue Sky, much better place. Definitely go there.
yeah. Blue Sky rocks. I love it.
Yeah, like
I'd post more if I posted on social media.
honestly, you're the best of the three. You're the smartest of just avoiding it altogether.
Hmm.
I wish I could get notifications from specifically my wife, though.
Yeah, that there are definitely a few features that Blue Sky still needs, like being able to turn on extra notifications from when specific accounts post. Uh,
Yeah,
Also a proper bookmark system or pinning, whatever you want to call it.
yeah. I don't want to go and reply to like with a pin emoji because I'm like, I don't want people to know that I'm just doing that.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, it's like it's a good site. Definitely needs some work, but yeah, at
Hmm.
least I can put. Okay, to put a point out, like uh, last time I was on Twitter, I posted something literally like innocuous, like, "Hey, don't be racist," and someone comes into my replies and just calls me the N word, and I'm like, "Huh."
Jesus Christ.
like like okay.
It's like Twitter's like the wild west of like social media right now. Like, you know, when people like, okay, like, yeah, obviously, like, 4chan is like really, really bad, but it's like at the same time, it's like Twitter is like more widely used
Yeah, exactly.
comparatively. So it's like, wow, 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 wow. Like, no wonder a bunch of places have been like pulling out like like, like
Yeah.
posting ads and stuff like that on Twitter.
Oh, absolutely. Like, I would not. And then you see the ads. I mean, oh god, no, I'm not going to bring him up because he'll put him in the mentions. But a certain large creator known just for being extremely rich literally put up an ad saying like, "Oh, it's my birthday," and it's like you paid to promote your birthday on Twitter. You sad, sad man. Oh,
Remember the trouts, though?
yes, I vaguely remember. Like, wasn't it just like post this trout or whatever?
So, someone like paid to get a trout spread around or something.
Oh my
Fair enough.
god.
How will this affect the trout population?
We may never know. We regret to inform you the trout is now a Nazi.
What?
Damn.
It's been on Twitter too long. Uh, let's see. What else was in the news that isn't too. What else was fun from the news? I'm just going through a little figure of pins. I'm like, nope, terrifying, 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 awful, awful, awful.
I mean, I mean, there's a new pope. It
There is
wasn't
a new...
me
Yeah.
in the end.
Yeah, the new pope was not Pizza Baller,
Yeah.
which was one of the
I don't know anything
candidates'
about Pizza
names.
Ball. His name, but he was my pick.
Yeah, we've got such classic hits from that as Woke Marxist Pope.
Oh my god. I broke the news about like the new pope to my group chat by sharing a
It
like
was...
post from the Twitter account Pope Crave.
Oh my
And it
god.
was with the supernatural like super hell meme. The I love you one. And then so there was a new pope or something. And I just like because my partner was like, hey, if we send any major news in the chat, it has to be with that format. And I was like, okay. Like that's how it will be.
Incredible. Yeah, I mean, as far as popes go, he's the pope.
As far as popes go, he's the pope.
Yeah, listen, he's... I don't know what you would say. He's not super progressive, but I mean, all he did on Twitter was retweet articles bashing JD Vance, so that was good. Shit, I shouldn't have mentioned him by name. Now it's going to be in the mentions below, because YouTube has this stupid... So, like, you know how I mentioned Mumbo Jumbo in the last episode?
Now he's going to be here again.
Yeah, now he's going to be here. It's going to be a fucking wild, like, nightmare blunt rotation.
Yeah.
Let's start naming celebrities at random.
God, that's not... Right, the anecdote we had. So, Flora, tell us about Orion and how he really is good at his soothing presence.
So, I'd been having finals week, and instead of any exams, I had to like write things like speeches and do projects that I would be presenting.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a real bad procrastinator. Like, I even procrastinated reading a book that I wanted to read for a good long while. And so the speech was due the next day. And I still hadn't really actually written it. And so I'm feeling a little tired, so I'm like, okay, I'll take like a nap. So I went to turn my lights off. I went to go lie down, and I feel a presence before me, and as it turns out, the cat is sitting 2 inches away from my face. Not like a lying down sit, like not like a good loaf from a cat, but like the upright sit that they do sometimes.
Oh my god.
And he notices I notice him, and he starts like being really assertive for no reason, and sometimes yelling, and it's like I'm trying to take a nap.
And of course, I then narrated the cat with, "Yes, you are napping. Here is my soothing presence. Why are you not chill? Be chill. I am soothing you."
Like cats are so funny. It's like whenever I go to bed, it's like Jerome has to do his little like routine where I'll get into bed and then he will jump on the bed and then he will start walking up and down like the side of me while I'm laying there, and he will make biscuits all over me and meow really high pitched.
Good.
Every single day he does this, and I will hate the day he stops doing it. Like he's my baby.
I guess I'll talk about what Biscuit does. Let's see. He gets up in my face, headbutts me as hard as he can, meows as loudly as he can when it's like the middle of the night and I am just trying to sleep. When he'll occasionally settle in and choose like a spot which means I cannot move around at all on the bed. And then when when I'm finally asleep, he'll be like, attention now, and smash me in the face again until I wake up. He also has an overbite thing, so he's got those little saber-tooth fangs, which he is so unaware of and constantly catches me with them.
Oh my god.
When I was there, he was mostly behaving.
Yeah, mostly. You don't. That's because he was still nervous around you and wasn't. He was like, should I be me? Should I rein it in a bit for this new person? Also, this is the cat that. So I think I mentioned before I have a gallstone and I sometimes get flare ups from it. Super painful.
Ooh.
Puts me in bed all day. At one point, my cat Biscuit, in his infinite wisdom, decided to leap from the top of my wardrobe directly onto my side where the pain was. That's like a
Oh
good
my
meter
god.
plus. And I I had not screamed audibly like that in eons, and I think it was literally the kind of scream that has the nearby birds flying off in fear.
Oh my gosh, like that reminds me, my partner like knows someone who had to go to the hospital because their cat did the exact same thing and landed on them, but it ruptured their spleen
Oh my god!
from the force.
Oh.
And
Holy shit!
I was like, that is a hell of a way to get like sent to the hospital, but it is kind of funny.
It's
Like I
so
feel
funny.
terrible for the person. Like I feel really bad that like, it happened. I don't think medical emergencies are funny, but like,
But
oh
cats
my
causing
gosh.
them kind of are.
But it's like the fact that it happened from the cat jumping on you.
Orion also likes to jump from the top of the wardrobe, but he tries to avoid landing directly on me. Unfortunately, he
Mhm.
Can't relate.
does not understand that sometimes part of my body is underneath a blanket.
Mhm.
Cats sure are creatures.
I love cats.
I've Okay, so in the last so for some reason in the last couple of years, a bunch of the neighbors have all gotten cats, and again, cats belong in the house. I'm sorry, I'm a house cat person. It's bad environment. Cats are typically bad for the environment, but also like there's so many things that are poisonous to them. So many things. Regardless,
It's so dangerous.
yeah. And
Your neighbors will shoot your cats if you're not careful.
Mm.
um yeah, obviously in the UK that's not as big a thing. Saying that, people do have BB guns. Anyway, I'm gonna get off that more negative thing, but I keep getting ambushed by all the cats around where I live. They will just run up to me and approach me and be like, meow at me and demand cuddles as if I'm like a long lost owner
Oh
or
my
something. And I'm
god.
like, I was always the grumpy person, specifically, like, so it's like the cat distribution system working overtime, I guess. Uh,
Mhm.
and it's like, okay, but these are other people's cats. Go away. And it was like, I met one in like an alley I go through, uh, and it just was like, just ran at me, meowed at me, and literally started wrapping itself around my legs. And I'm like, I have never seen you in my fucking life. Who are you? Who are you? And
Like it's such a
Your new best
blessed
friend.
experience.
and I'm just like, okay, this is great and all, but I need to get to the stores before they close, and I don't want you following me onto a busy street. So it's like, okay, I'll just slowly walk away, and it started slowly following me. Then it flopped over, so I was like, okay, I'll just start power walking away, and this cat broke out into a fucking sprint at me. It did not want to let me go. Eventually it did, but I had to like go a whole longer ass route around, so I didn't like lead it into any dangerous spots. Uh, and like it just was determined, and I was like, it was clearly well looked after. Its coat was very nice. So like I'm not
Mhm.
worried on that front. But like, just who are you?
Yeah, it's like wow, okay.
And another neighbor's cat, in the same week, this was another new cat, just came up to my window, started bapping at it. And I'm just like, excuse me, who are you? So eventually I went out to it, and then Biscuit was like, how fucking dare you, and was meowing at me through the window. Because this other cat was like, "Oh, I want your attention." I'm like, "Who are you?"
Biscuit yelling from inside your house. Why are you cheating on me?
Literally, like
Literally.
the literal welcome home cheater.
Cheater. Yeah.
When I visited Val, apparently my cat was really looking for me back home and was persistently yelling, looking for me. And I come home and I look at him and he yells super angrily and goes under the bed for like an hour, occasionally coming back out to yell at me again.
Oh my gosh.
You smelled of other cats. How dare you?
He was so mad.
Oh god, it's gonna be even worse this time round because you're visiting for longer next.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a great trip. I'm so excited for that.
Mhm.
We'll talk about where we're going after the trip and stuff, and because just privacy and all that.
Somewhere to the east of the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah, but we can talk about our Birmingham trip. That was fun. We took the longest possible. So it was a straight walk from the station to the hotel, and I don't know what was map apps we were using that day, but they just did not want to work properly. So it took us on like the longest fucking way round ever. And I was like, where are we going? Also, this bitch got me a fucking fruit basket.
Yeah. And you wouldn't let me get a fruit basket this time?
We are going to a place with an open air market that all has fresh fruits and stuff. We can just
They
get
have
it
an
from.
open air market?
We saw it when we were looking at it. Oh my.
Oh, I forgot. I forgot.
Yeah, we were looking at all the stuff. Also, there's just so many cocktail bars. Holy fuck. That might explain where it is, but yeah,
I'm sure there's lots of places that have lots of cocktail bars.
yeah, we'll go over it. We'll go over it like after the trip or like when we're back from it and say where we went and like how fun what we did. We also did an escape room in Birmingham. That was a lot of fun. That was my first escape room. It was like this pirate themed one.
Oh, that's cool.
The dudes were super chill, and I think they only had to tell me to stop, otherwise I'd break something once. So go me. I definitely overthought so many of the puzzles.
Remember the first bits that I picked up a scrap of something, did not turn it around and just put it back down, but the other side had the clue?
Yes. Escape rooms and stuff. I'd always wanted to do one, especially after seeing that Dropout episode, Game Changer, where they did the Escape the Green Room. That was such a good one. Oh, I absolutely adore Game Changer. I think we still need to watch the new season, but we'll watch it when you can visit.
Let's
Yeah.
get Sam Reich tagged in this.
Yeah,
Oh
Sam Reich, the son of the oh fuck, what was his dad?
Big Reich.
It was Robert Reich, the Secretary of Labor under Bill Clinton.
Now he's tagged too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, speaking of Game Changer, yeah, like my friend literally posted about it like one of the new episodes a few days ago. And then one of my other friends, yeah, like Alen said, I keep seeing screenshots of one episode going around that's like, can you blur my feet so no perverts jack off to them? And then the other says, feel free to magnify my feet.
Okay, I think every throughout the series, like every member of the cast have absolutely shown their feet. I know when Sam says free, Lou showed his feet, but unfortunately it was part of Sam says, and Sam didn't say it that time, so he didn't even get points for showing off his feet.
Remember the foot photo shoot on one of the episodes?
Yes, it was a professional foot photo shoot where they like put it up in like little jewelry, had it like a really nice soft satin pillow. They're very aware of their wiki feet articles.
Oh my god.
Say what you will, but as like VTubers and all that, We don't get wiki feet
VTubers
pages.
don't have feet.
VTubers don't have feet. Because no one wants to draw them. That's a lie. That's a bold-faced lie. I've seen.
People want to see them drawn. They don't want to draw them.
There you go. And oh my god, I do not blame them for not drawing. I've tried so many times. I can't even draw shoes.
Yeah.
Let's just name drop Brannon Lee Mulligan just so he's mentioned as well. Gotta get that recognition. Like last time we had we had both Minecraft and Pokemon for that SEO.
Oh my god. One day we do need to yap about Digimon.
We absolutely do. We'll have a whole dedicated episode to it, and Flora could be like, "Yeah, I like that dedicate. I like that little. It's a little orb." Sound about right?
What's the little orb?
A Digimon.
Yeah.
Funny little guy.
All of them are orbs.
Yeah. So I still need to get back to running this, but a Digimon TTRPG.
Yes, you do.
Damn. I'll get to it. But it's a I'm using it from an Animon series that someone made. Let me just get the name to give them full credit and recommend it, because it is one that's clearly inspired by who that? Animon Story. There it is by where's the person? Well, okay, Zach Barrow or Burrow. I can't remember which. Anyway, he's on Blue Sky. Fantastic system. There's a free version, but currently got a Kickstarter going on. Anyway, I converted it for Digimon, and it has been a blast. And it's like Flora's first proper exposure to some Digimon concepts. And I'm gonna ask, can you guess who Flora chose as their partner?
I have no idea.
Okay, would you guess Falcomon?
No.
Specifically the 2006 version.
Oh wow, 2006 Falcomon?
Yeah, so from Savers / Data Squad.
Oh wow.
With his little ninja vest.
I tried to stab a Digimon, an enemy Digimon.
Oh my god.
With
a knife.
It was a very fun first session. We haven't. My players are absolutely wild. One of our friends, our token cis male friend, is playing a. So you know Larry, that but for Digimon.
Oh my gosh.
He's just a salary man. He's like, I got dragged into what?
Okay, that does sound really funny.
Oh yeah. Again, I'll get back to running it. I've got loads of things planned, but then I just get distracted by my everything else. But yeah, like my project of making a Power Ranger in every TTRPG system I can. 2 down so far. I've got D&D and Pathfinder done. Yeah, Digimon's a lot of fun. We definitely need a proper yap session about it.
Yeah.
I think we actually did that at one time we played Pokemon on stream together. We just kept yapping about Digimon the whole time.
While playing Pokemon?
Yeah, well, listen, we haven't got enough. There's not enough Digimon games. Which, super excited for the new one. Whatever.
Time Stranger.
Time
Stranger. Yeah, I'm really excited about that one because it's like it's been so long since we've had like a Digimon game that was like localized with effort.
Yeah,
like specifically localized.
It'll be the first time actually we've ever had them dubbing the game. They've never dubbed a Digimon game before, which is wild.
That is wild because it's like, okay, like I've wondered if they just like never dubbed Survive because it's like a visual novel, but then again, it's like some other Digimon games have way more spoken dialogue, so it's like,
yeah, no, I mean,
okay,
Cyber Sleuth they
Like,
didn't expect to do as well as it did.
yeah,
But like their localization budget was like 2 nickels. Which is why like
I
a lot of
know.
the text will actually like go outside the box, or like you'll have one line of text that's both selections carried out. So it's like the sentence will be broken up into 2 parts, and you can select either part of the same sentence.
Yeah,
That
or
is
it's
bizarre.
like,
It is bizarre.
yeah,
But even then, it's still a fucking fantastic game. I highly recommend it. It's a great intro to the Digimon as a franchise. Because again, the one good thing about Digimon is each like iteration is basically its own self-contained thing. So you don't need to
yeah,
like you can join in at any point. And it also gives them more
yeah.
freedom to play around with the formula a lot more.
Oh yeah, like that's what I really like about Digimon, because it's like, okay, like I play like Pokemon games like literally all the time. So I know how like the formula of most of the games are, but it's like with Digimon, it's like there are so many different genres for
Yeah,
Digimon
yeah.
games.
They also need to bring back the Digimon, the original PS1 card game for Digimon. That was a lot of fun.
Oh, that was fun. I remember playing that.
Also, they need to hurry up with that fucking the app game for Digimon. I need it
Oh,
in
I'll
my
get it.
veins. I need it
Yeah.
so I can watch all my friends get the rare cards. While I'm like, yeah, that's my 5th skitty in a row.
Wow, thank you for vocally subtweeting me.
Absolutely. I'm still not over it. I saw that shiny champ. I saw all your shinies,
Yeah. Yeah.
bitch.
Today, okay.
Uh, but yeah, I'm just a slut for Pokemon collectors in general. Not Pokemon collectors, monster collectors in general. I need to play cassette
Oh
pieces
yeah.
again. Because I played that originally on Game Pass, but I got rid of Game Pass, and now I want to get the actual like full.
Yeah, I think I have cassette beasts on Steam. It's like I think I have Temtem. Like there's like quite a like I have like
Yeah,
a few monster
Temtem I
collectors.
tried my best to get into, and it was just like I think the issue with it at the time was like Pokemon I enjoy because of the you do the casual playthrough, and then you worry about EVs, IVs later on for the most part. If you just want to
Mm,
play competitive, Temtem kind of makes you want to like do the stat stuff and get them because everything's scaled to you. It just feels
yeah.
like it's not as fun to just casually play through. And I think
Oh
that's part of the
yeah.
issue for it for me because it's like I have to actually like I'm sure if it was an option to toggle and stuff that'd be great, but like I'm just not into that for my first run of the thing. Like I want
Yeah,
to
you want to
enjoy
be
this.
chill on the first run.
Yeah, I want to be chill, just seeing out all the monsters, getting what I can, and having fun. And like I think that's why I like monotype runs as my favorite challenge, or like a themed
Mm.
run, which I definitely need to do more of. But because it means like I can just have a fun challenge. Like I know I did Pokemon Ultra Sun with rock types only, and I got to
Ooh, that sounds fun.
oh yeah, I had my best boy Lycanroc. That was always great. Also the one with the dusk form, so you know the objective, not even objectively, just a definitive Lycanroc form. Tough claws plus a high speed and high attack is insane. Uh,
Mm.
and then you have bloody Night form, who has objectively the coolest design, but it's a still a speedy attacker with its focus being counter. A move that
Mm.
specifically requires you to have bulk so you can survive and hit. So like
Oh yeah.
if you have a focus sash, you can do it once. Which is like, what's the fucking point?
Yeah.
And that's only if they use a physical move as well. Like,
Mm.
but yeah, I also had like
Yeah.
Tyranitar by the end of it. I had some of the fossil Pokemon. It was great. It was a real fun time. Rock types I love, but I'm just always like, why are you like the punching bag of Pokemon?
Yeah, it's like it's really hard when like so many rock types are like really cool and interesting, but then it's like they get like bodied by absolutely
Yeah,
everything.
so weak to everything.
Yeah, it's such a pain.
Yeah. And I'll still use Lycan Rock to the ends of the earth because I just absolutely love them. Same with Tyranitar. I'm very glad we're getting Mega Evolutions back in Legends. Very excited
Oh
for
yeah,
that.
that's gonna be so good.
Sorry, Flora, I know you are not like super out of Pokemon, so
I do not know the Pokemon aside from creature.
you know Pikachu,
I know Pikachu.
you know Squirtle,
I know Eevee.
you know Eevee, yeah, and you know Sylveon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
We
love you,
love
Evie.
Sylveon.
And the same Blastoise.
The same Blastoise.
Let's see. Trying to think of a Flora topic right off the top of my dome, and I'm thinking, Rosie,
Yeah.
do you know Brandon Sanderson books at all?
I am not familiar with them. I know that my partner and one of my best friends really love his books though.
Yeah.
Join us.
Like there's like stuff that I've heard by like osmosis because like my partner is a like book influencer. So I hear like a bunch of stuff like by proxy and I'm like, yeah, like this is really cool. Like, like I'm not really into like the book like content creator scene, but I'm like, yeah, that's so cool. Like
enter into the fold.
Flora and our friend Molly have been trying to get me to start reading them. I will say, I'm not saying reading the books fixed Flora, but
specifically Stormlight Archives.
Ever since Flora read Stormlight Archives, their mental health has genuinely gone through the roof.
Wow.
Oh, it's been also like noticeable, not just from me saying it.
Yeah.
That is wild.
Yeah, I finally finished Wind and Truth last night, got back into Tress of the Emerald Sea because I had been reading that intermittently while reading Wind and Truth just because it was such a stressful book. Suffering builds character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see the memes. I learned about the books through the memes, and it's just like one of the characters in the middle with around it in like the the progress thing, the cycle thing, and it's like suffering builds character, to suffering builds character, to suffering builds character, to suffering builds character.
Oh my gosh.
And that character is not even the only one that meme has been made with.
Yeah.
I'll send one right now.
Oh boy.
Suffering those characters.
There's probably one for... How is there not one for Kaladin? Someone's gotta work on that. But yeah, I've gotten one of our other friends to agree to read it, and also I've gotten someone at my college as well.
Oh wow.
It's like a cult.
Yeah, I think I might. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've been thinking about like getting like ebooks on like my iPad.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just like easier for me to read on a digital screen.
Yeah,
like,
I use the ebooks as well, and although if you get the physical books, I hear they make great weights for lifting. Jeez. They're massive.
They are.
Yeah, I believe that.
Like, I think Mistborn books are usually a bit shorter, but Stormlight Archives books are units.
Our fourth guest in the background also has very strong opinions.
I'm sorry, that just sounded so
Let me
cute.
see. The audiobook for Wind and Truth has a listening length of 62 hours and 48 minutes.
Jeez.
I think
my gosh.
Yeah, I don't normally do audiobooks, but I did because when I had like Audible and stuff way back when, it was like I was like, I have a free credit to use. I'll just finally listen to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And the readers for that were absolutely fantastic. But like, yeah, I just prefer reading a physical thing normally. But also, it's like
Yeah,
sometimes you can't get the physical thing. Uh,
yeah.
especially for like because I used to read a load of like light novels and stuff. Because
Mm.
I clearly I didn't have enough isekai in my life. Uh,
I love light novels, especially isekai ones.
yeah, I mean, uh, I'm genuinely considering picking up the one for the Red Ranger in Another World, which that anime has nowhere near the right to be as good as it is. Holy shit! Season 2 confirmed. I gotta say, definitely recommend it if you like isekai, but also like because like okay, my thing with isekai, a lot of them it feels like they're isekai just for the sake of it being an isekai, and I fucking hate that.
Yeah,
Because it's just like, oh, it's popular, so we'll just turn this fantasy. No, just make it a fantasy world. You don't need it to be an isekai. But I get it because it's an easy tool to like explain an established world to a new person.
yeah,
Uh, I like it when the fact that they're from another world is actually relevant, and the Red Ranger one does that really well. And they keep having whenever they have a lot of flashbacks to his time in the other world when he was like part of the Ranger squad, and they're done as like in the style of Power Ranger episodes.
mm,
And it's just really fun. Also, the concept of someone with all his Ranger powers like transforming, the big explosions, in a fantasy setting is very funny. Uh, Absolutely love that. Uh, even what was it called? My guilty pleasure of I cannot pronounce it. Arifurata, from from weakest to strongest because I do love the underdog story. I'm a sucker for that. Even if
And
it's
also
just
white hair.
shut up. Don't just because he looks almost identical to my fucking first D&D character. Uh, and yeah, even that, but like the whole thing is like the other world thing comes into play a lot. He replicates the stuff from his old world. He actually his goal of getting back there. It's fun. It's written. There's a reason for it to be an isekai, and when it's done well, it's a really good thing. When it's not, it's like in another world with my smartphone. The fucking hate that with a passion.
What
oh
was
my
that one?
gosh.
Reborn as a vending machine, I wander the dungeon or something?
Yes, that was a fun one at least because
Oh
it's like a
my
gimmick one.
gosh.
But yeah, like when they're gimmick ones, they can be fun as long as they don't like overstay. If that makes sense.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's like I think that like in terms of isekai, I know that I need to watch more of the actual like anime for it because like I was reading the manga and I really want to read the actual light novel for it.
mm,
But I love villainous isekai.
yes.
Like
Mhm.
I love that, but I also really like I'm in love with the villainess.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
Like
Peak.
like
Peak. It's peak.
like
It's
I
fucking
love that
peak.
one, like especially when like the main characters like talks about like her experiences like being a lesbian
Yes.
and like explicitly like being a lesbian, like and having to talk to her friends about it and stuff like that. And it's just like I really like it. Like it does have like its dips at certain points. Like like
I like
I
the
do
little
think that
creature too.
oh yeah, I love her little creature, the little slime.
Mhm.
Um, but it's like the only thing that I haven't liked about it so far was like the one arc that had like the incest subplot, but that did not involve like the main character at least. But it's like other than that, I'm just like I love villainous isekai. I love like female power fantasy isekai.
Yes. They are so
Mhm.
few and far between.
So yeah, and it's like it's so sad because like female like driven isekai was like the thing like originally. and then you started to see like a harem isekai with a male protagonist, and it's just like, please,
So
that could
rare
not be
when
more boring.
yeah,
Could
it's
not be more
so rare
boring.
when those are actually good. And normally they have to like normally it's like sometimes you get an okay one. Sometimes.
Like,
Yeah.
But most of the
okay,
time it's like just the same generic slop and like sure,
can
I'm
we
glad it's there for people who enjoy the slop.
can we remember the Executioner and Her Way of Life? How they had that's like
Oh god,
bland
yes.
looking guy that's they bait and switched us with.
Yes, Way of the Executioner, definitely another recommended isekai.
Executioner and Her Way of Life, not the Way
Oh,
of the Executioner.
Yeah, sorry. That was another
oh,
good
I
one.
think I saw that where they had like the. Is that the one where they had like the male lead, like the implied male lead, and he just dies? He
He
bites
just
Yes.
it
fucking
or
died.
something.
Yes,
Like,
right in
and
the
then it's
first
like, oh yeah,
episode.
here's like the female lead. It's
Yeah,
just like, I love that.
it was fantastic. And let's see, another good one is one I recently watched. I say recently, it was probably like a year or two ago now. It was like uh I was reborn in... Let me just look it up. I'm just gonna look up the name. But it was basically one where she was reborn as the villainess in a game she played. But she didn't obviously want it. She just wanted to live a quiet, life as this character rather than going down the whole path of it. Because, like, she just wanted to fucking chill. Yeah, villainous.
Yeah, I.
There we go. Villainous level 99. I may be the hidden boss, but I'm not the demon lord. Uh, that's a pretty
Oh
good
my
one.
gosh.
Unfortunately, it's straight. I know, tragic. She's
Mm.
absolutely a
Yeah, I
lesbian.
mean, like I'll read villainous like stuff if it's straight, if like it's good.
Yeah, this one's a good one.
Like I do like the Yuri ones though a lot because I think that it is a very good avenue when they're like, oh yeah, like I am like, I got isekai into a otome that I or like a dating sim that I really like. And I instead of like going for the guy, I'm going to go for like the rival.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah,
like,
You
it's
yeah,
know.
always a great one.
like yeah, and people are like, "Oh, but there's so many copies," and I'm like, "I don't care. I will eat up every single one of them. I never get tired of Yuri." Like,
And you can put that. I don't know what else ago. I had a bit and it just immediately
In the
left my
fridge.
mind. Put it in the fridge. Uh, I mean, me and Flora have a bit of just making out in the fridge.
oh my
What if we were
gosh.
both girls and we
Because
kissed in the fridge?
yeah, so we've been playing Repo as well lately, and sometimes there's like a fridge, and we'll just get in there.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Um, I was thinking like about like isekai again, and I fell off watching the anime of ReZero, but it's not because like I didn't like the anime. I liked it a lot. I just felt like some of the death scenes that Subaru goes through are like incredibly brutal. I feel like it would probably be easier to read it in the light novel,
mm.
but like watching it in the anime is like oof.
Yeah, yeah. Fucking blasted. I only watched the first season. I never got around to the second one because I was just like, it's good, but I'm just not that invested, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I understand.
Another good one. Let me think. There was another one I was watching. I mean, another one I've been into that I got so into I read the entire web series was Solo Leveling, and it is just
Oh,
It's just a fun power fantasy, but it's a lot of
yeah,
fun.
I heard that's good.
It's really good. Like especially like the characters are really fun. I don't think there's an unlikable character except for ones that are made to be
Yeah.
unlikable, but then you like them because of how unlikable they are. If that makes sense. Uh,
Mm,
and my favorite is there is a bear character called Tank, and he's just a funny guy. Uh, Basically, eventually he gets necromancy stuff, and they all like have these unique personalities to them for the named ones, and they're just really fun, like with their little interactions. The anime loses a bit of
mm,
that, uh, which is sad because it's like those smaller interact. I get why, because they had to focus on the getting the main plot in the shorter episode frame. Uh,
mm.
But that's why also, like, if you enjoy it, I definitely recommend the web novel as well. Just because one, the art is absolutely gorgeous, and there's some more
Yeah.
jokes and like lighter moments that are in, which just really add to fleshing out the characters more.
Yeah, I heard solo leveling's good.
Yeah, I definitely enjoy it. Anime has a bit of a it's a slow start, but once it gets going, it doesn't fucking stop, and
Mm-hmm.
it's constantly like, oh, this is great, oh, this is great, oh, this is rad, and it's just fun. It's like I wouldn't say it's like the pinnacle of storytelling or anything like that, but it's just like a fun, like, yeah, it's a bit self-inserty, but who cares? Uh,
Mm.
like it's really fun. It's a good story, and there are some bits that are like, oh, that actually got a tear out of me, like emotionally like good bits where it's like, oh, you become invested. It's really good at getting you invested in the lives of the characters,
Yeah.
and yeah, uh, definitely a good one. Definitely a good one, and I, I guess it's a reverse isekai because it's things coming into their world instead.
Oh, I
Isekai.
love reverse isekai.
There's what I'm thinking of where it's kind of like that. It's ages ago. Gate, which kind of feels like JDF propaganda in hindsight now that I'm a bit more aware of the world, but like
What
it's
is
just hmm?
what is JDF?
Japanese Defense Force, their version of their own like kind of military thing, uh,
Hmm.
and it's basically like an isekai world opens up, and you've got this just plain looking dude who turns out he's like some really elite soldier, but he's just a fucking weeb, and he's sent
Oh
on a
my god.
mission to investigate this other world, and then it's like a whole political thing, but it's also like fairly light-hearted all the way through. It's like, so you know how Monster Hunter tried to do the thing with like fighting monsters. We talked about this last time, but they were fighting monsters with modern weaponry and stuff. This was
Yeah.
that if it was actually fun, and you did have them like launch. You had them launching an RPG at a dragon. It was great.
Oh my gosh.
Like, I mean, Arifurata, going back to that, I mentioned that earlier, he makes modern weaponry just because it's fucking fun and silly to have him, like, an army of zombies and stuff charging at him, and he just pulls out a fucking minigun. The absurdity is
Oh my
great.
oh my god.
I will say
That's wild.
it's interesting, like, they toned down the horniness of it a lot in the anime, which I guess because they wanted it in a, a more accessible thing, because, like, all the majority of the sex references are taken out, which is kind of
Yeah.
like,
What do you mean that's the toned down version?
yeah, I know. The dragon getting a pile bunker in the arse was toned down. Uh honestly, there's has one of my favorite masochist characters of any franchise ever. Uh because they're just like they're not just a
An
masochist,
idiot?
they're a character around it. But yeah, it's kind of like I'm kind of torn on it because on one hand I get it, but on the other hand, like they were actually good about the sex parts. Like it didn't overstay, but it was actually like part of the development between characters.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, eh, both films are good. So sod it. I'm amazed it got the anime CG was some of the worst I've ever seen.
Oh my gosh. It always hurts you when you see like something with like really bad CG because it's like there's this movie for a manga that I really really love that's called King of Thorn,
Mhm.
and the manga is really really good. I definitely like recommend it if you like horror, especially since it's set like in kind of like a post-apocalyptic setting with like it's like a pandemic style theme.
Mhm.
But anyways, the anime is like the story is like kind of different because they have to mash like a bunch of like the manga into like one thing.
Yeah.
And the drawn parts are really really good. The drawn parts are really good. The CG it leaves a lot to be desired though.
Yeah, I think that's part of the problem with like so many of these animes are just like cranked out, and like CG when done well is great. It helps save time. It makes things easier on the staff. When it's done bad, oh god, it's done bad. Especially because a lot of the time people will like, in that Era for Arthur one of the first like examples of it you see is this big like bull monster, and because it's like a pitch black monster basically, but it's got these shiny bits on it, but it looks really bad against the dark cavernous backgrounds. So you can't make out what any of it's supposed to be. It just starts looking like this fucking blob. And it's like... Oh, speaking of blob, reincarnated as slime is another good one.
Oh, yeah.
Still need to finish that. But, yeah, there's a movie, I believe, and there's also, like, a demon butler, so, you know, sad sopping wet meow meow for the lesbians.
Oh, boy.
Sopping wet meow meow?
Sopping wet demon
Hold
meow
on.
meow.
Hold on, I'm Googling.
Share with the rest of the class, please.
Okay, let
I
me...
can grab him. I can grab a picture of him if you want. I've got his name.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Because I was gonna be like, I have my phone open. like...
Slime.
What is it with lesbians and sopping wet meow meows?
Oh yeah, his name is literally just Damon.
Wow.
Or Diablo, depending on the version.
Post him.
I'm going. Got his full body.
Remember, you're ready to pounce.
Literally.
Yeah.
His outfit's kind of eh.
Yeah. Wow.
Like the eyes.
And the single red strand of in his hair.
Mm-hmm.
We're running out of time on this episode, so I think... Yeah, you know what? Next time, I've decided this is a hook for coming back next week. We're going to talk about our taste in anime characters next week. That is what I've decided.
Oh, that's
Val.
Oh yeah, I'm putting you on blast.
Does it have to be limited to only anime characters? Then?
No, it does not. But I'm putting you on so much blast.
For
so
context, Rosie.
Yeah.
My taste is absolutely catastrophic.
Oh, it is.
Oh, I can't wait.
It is dire. It is dire.
However bad you think it is, it's more catastrophic than that.
I love that so much. Like, I absolutely love having catastrophic taste.
So be sure to tune in next time in Yappers episode 3. And thank you all so much for watching. And we will catch you all next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.